Education. Education is a way to train or educate children as they grow, such as directing children to practice the truth.
The Bar and Jasma said that education is Christian when it directs the child as a religious being to the Creator.
Christian education is a Christian gospel process that controls and guides Christians. The Christian community is one of the tools that serve to guide young people and adults in acquiring better Christian knowledge, and it is both personal and social. Christian education seeks to introduce religious heritage to society and teach religion as the basis for the life of faith. Christian education exists to guide people in the growth of faith in God and teach love to God and others. Thus, Christian education is a means that teaches Christians to grow in faith and form a more religious person based on the Bible.
There are three reasons the church supports Christian schools.
First, the church always needs educated leaders, and the church trusts and prefers the input from Christian schools. Educated leaders can educate people to be great and direct people to the right path. Second, through Christian schools, the church gets assistance in educating people to become more effective witnesses to the word. School and church work together to carry out Christ's commission. Third, together with Christian schools, the church can easily grow the faith of Christians based on the Bible as a source of teaching in education.
Benefits of Christian education. There are three main benefits of Christian education. First, the existence of Christian education to make human faith grow in God. Christian education also makes our relationship with God closer. Through human experience, there is awareness that we need realize love for God and others. Second, Christian education seeks to develop people's understanding of the personality, life, and teachings of Jesus, so that people can follow Jesus as an example that leads them to better personal growth. Third, Christian education seeks to develop Christian character in a progressive manner. From this, Christians can reflect Jesus' example in ourselves.
In giving education or teaching in the Bible, it is the parents who play a very important role. Early and primary education comes from parents. All basic education closest to teach child is obtained only from parents. However, when parents are busy because of work, parents can ask for help from trained teachers to guide their children. So, teachers also become parents to children. Christian schools are a means of helping the Christian community. Christian schools are needed because they become additional implementers for parents who teach their children. If parents struggle because of finances, Christian schools can help their children's needs as an effort to carry out Christ's commission and help carry out the duties and calling of the church. The metaphor of the three-legged pants is an illustration of the role of the church, home, school in Christian education. These pants reflect the task of educating. All three represent one stool leg from that metaphor. The three legs of the bench must be balanced to be comfortable. Likewise, the church, home, and school must be balanced in carrying out their duties to be efficient. Church, home, and school have a special responsibility to direct children to the God's orders. The three institutions working together and are balanced so that there is no superiority over another. The three institutions must help children avoid sin and train them in loving service in order to be more balanced and help each other. All institutions must first seek out the kingdom of heaven by training children, but not all play the same role.
Home. The home is the first institution that is responsible for children because it contains the duties of parents as the main teacher for children. Parents are the prime role models for children.
Church. Spiritual activities are not only carried out at church but also at home and school. However, salvation is the responsibility of the church. In church, children can be educated in the understanding of God. Schools. Schools cannot take on the role of church and home. The school's responsibility is to teach science but also to help guide and remind children about the truth of God's Word. As such, schools and churches are not competitors but partners who share the mission that has been given to Christians to guide children to the better.
However, it cannot be denied that Christian education in the midst of life has challenges that confront it. Among them are secularism, consumerism, and relativism. Secularism is characterized by life which is supported by advanced technology. The occurrence of secularism in society can make religion further away from people's lives. This can occur because of the many overs from technology. The introduction of the mass media by children makes them indifferent to religious values. The consumption of the mass media has become accustomed to seduce young adults. Finally, lives begin to be secular without faith. Consumerism is a view that puts forward a luxurious lifestyle as a measure of happiness. In short, a lifestyle that wants to prosper. Church and school have been influenced by such a lifestyle. Parents often pay attention to financial problems in choosing a school. Parents always want the best for their child, so they need to choose a school that can make their child successful. Relativism is a view that assumes that truth is relative. This means that there is no absolute truth. This view is in line with postmodernism understanding that there is no objective truth. Everyone creates a story from the form of individual thoughts and perception of truth. Our analysis. The existence of Christian education is very relevant today. Christian education not only educates but guides children to the truth. Christian education builds children's faith in God. They not only gain knowledge but also know how to act practically in everyday life. To face the challenge of the times requires awareness from parents, teachers, and the community. We need to guide the children so that they are not evicted. The influence of the times cannot be eliminated, but there's a solution, namely by continuing to rely on the truth of God's word. We can overcome it with all faith and stay away from secular life.